Today on Saltiness Isn't Bliss, stick around while I show you how to make a cauliflower bake. So we want to start by preheating our oven to 425 degrees. We want to line a baking sheet with some aluminum foil, and we want to coat that baking sheet with some cooking spray. So I have cut up a large head of cauliflower and I have placed it in a Ziploc bag. So one of two things, you can cut up your cauliflower and put it in a plastic sealable bag, or you can just put it in a large bowl. Either way, we'll be able to do what we need to do. So whatever works best for you. So now we want to come over here and we're going to add all these ingredients into the bag to season and flavor our cauliflower before we pop it in the oven. So we want to start with 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to go with olive oil. Just kind of pour that in there. I need to add just a little bit more. So because it's 3 to 4, I'm going to go with 3.5. Just have it right in the middle there. Now if your cauliflower is in a bowl, you can use your hands or spoons to mix that well. If it's in a bag, you want to make sure that it's sealed up, and then just dump your bag all around to really make sure that you coat your cauliflower evenly. Reopen the bag. The other thing I want to mention is if you don't have any cauliflower in the house, or cauliflower is not your thing, you can substitute any raw vegetable. So there's what it looks like with our layer of oil. And now we're going to add in a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Seal it back up and repeat the same steps we just did with the oil. And there's that. Last but not least, we've got 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And once again, you will repeat those same steps. Coat everything as evenly as you can. The other thing I want to mention with the garlic is if you really want to take the garlic up a notch and have a stronger garlic flavor, you can always go with fresh or minced instead of powder. All right, so now that everything is pretty evenly coated in the bag or in your bowl, we want to just dump that out onto our prepared foil. And then we're just going to move the pan so everything is nice and even. And we're going to pop this in the oven. It will go in there anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes. So it really depends upon how crisp or how tender you want your veggies. But we will plan to put it in there for about 25 minutes. I will pull it out at 20 minutes. We're going to add a couple last step ingredients and just bake it for another 5. So I will see you then. Okay, I am back, and we just have a couple more minutes on our cauliflower here, so one final and last step, or a couple final and last steps. Let's turn our oven off. I already did flip these once partway through, but I'm going to give them one more. I'm going to rip the foil and give them one more light little flip. See that nice golden brown edge on them? And now what we want to add at the very end here, and that's why we can turn our oven off, because we're really just going to melt it on there. Kind of try to push it all towards the center there. And then we're going to put a light layer of shredded Parmesan or any shredded cheese that you have and love. So just a nice light layer of that on top. And then some dried or fresh parsley on top of that. And if you want to add another layer of flavor, you can always do some fresh cracked pepper as well. I'm just going to keep the pepper really light. And then you just want to pop that pan right back in the oven for just 1 to 2 minutes. We'll be all done. Okay, cauliflower bake all melted and hot and bubbly. I'm going to pair it with some pre-cooked Polish sausage that I have cut up and heated through. Take a look, guys. Whoop, and there goes a piece for the dog. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.